Coming up next, my interview with a boxing legend who's known as the Superman. But will BKFC be his kryptonite? Hey there, Bare Knuckle News fans. Look who I have in the studio today. Newly signed fighter, Derrick Findley. How are you today, Derrick?
Hey, Susan, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for taking the time. So we last saw you at the tryouts in Lakeland. Let's talk a little bit about that and how that led to your signing.
Well, like I said, they just wanted to see me let my hands go, see what I can do a little bit. And I showed everybody that I can do my thing and got the signing, man. I'm blessed. Happy to be here.
Derrick, while you were at the tryouts, what were your thoughts about some of the other fighters there talent-wise?
Well, like I said, I wasn't really paying any of them any attention. Like I said, it just seems like BKFC is going to be the next big thing, man. I'm just looking forward to it. I just can't wait to do it. But as far as like the talent stuff, that I didn't really pay anybody any attention.
What excites you about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship?
Well, it's something different. Number one, I've been boxing for a long time. I'm ready to try something new. I want to test myself, and it just seems exciting. And then not only that, it seemed like it's a connection of MMA, boxing, and even street fight. It's like a good old fashioned street fight. With just a little technical skill to it. So you connect with all people from all over. It's a good connection now. Looking forward to it.
I could not agree more. And the original fighter, James Sullivan, was surely an example of that. Right. Training for Bare Knuckle is a little different. Talk to us about how you're changing up your training to fight Bare Knuckle style.
Well, as far as like the only thing that I'm really doing differently, I'm sticking to my boxing skills as far as like, because that's just my style, period. I like to brawl and I like to get in there and, get close and fight. But one of the biggest things is, learning how to, getting used to hitting without the gloves and knowing that I can't block, the way I would block with a boxing glove. I got to move my head a little more, just things like that, simple stuff, hitting the bag without gloves, doing those type of things.
What about working the clinch? Because that is such a big part of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Yeah, I get asked about it a lot. I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it at all. If you look at some of my videos, I'm good. I'm known for fighting inside the clinch. They actually do that in boxing. You got certain referees, they allow people to fight out of the clinch. So it won't be that big of a change for me. So it's not like I'm going to be looking to be saved by a ref or anything. If a guy decides to grab me and want to punch, let's do it. That's something you want to do.
Let's do it, baby. Spoken like a true legend in boxing. How would you describe your style then?
Like I said, I'm a come forward brawler. I got a little bit more technical skills than I'm giving credit for when it comes to boxing. But I'm a come forward. I'm a brawler. I'm definitely fan friendly, and people are definitely going to enjoy watching me fight. Guaranteed. I never disappoint.
So I know you don't have an opponent yet. But have you given any thought to when you start in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, what would be the keys to victory for you in a fight?
From me watching it, number one, be first. That's like the number one thing. Be first. Let my hands fly. Try not to load up too much because I don't want to crush my hand. But like I said, that's not a worry of mine. Like I said, just be first. That's the main thing. Be first, stay busy, and put on a show.
Put on a show. It's funny you mentioned your hands because some of our fans are new to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And I want you to talk a little bit about the strategy because I feel like this sport is a little more strategic because you don't have gloves on. You have to really kind of work with the strategy. Would you not agree with that, sir?
I definitely agree with you. You got to have better placement with your punches. You can't just swing recklessly, like hitting the guy on the top of the head or the forehead, things like that. You can break your hand, stuff like that.
What makes you a dangerous fighter?
Number one, my IQ, and I have a lot of punching power. I'm a big puncher. So like I said, you better keep your hands up. Other than that, you'll go into sleep.
Have you thought about who you might want to fight?
I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to fight whoever. It really doesn't matter. I don't care. What's the guy? Elmore, Thiago Silva. It doesn't matter. Like, bring them all. I really don't care. I'm not worried about anybody. Not underestimating anybody, but I'm not worried about anybody with two hands.
So are you going to go up a weight class or stay in your weight class for Bare Knuckle FC?
I'm gonna go. I'm looking to fight 165. Okay. So I guess that's super middleweight, whatever. Because I know in boxing it's 168. So I'm gonna fight 65. But like I said, I'm ready for whoever, man. I just can't wait I'm just excited. I can't wait to go.
I was talking to Chop Chop earlier this week and Leonard Garcia, and they both told me that they felt like their career was reinvigorated because they felt the same passion they had when they had early on when they started Chop Chop in boxing and Leonard in MMA. How does that work with you mentally? Are you excited?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He hit it right on the head. It's definitely like that. It's something new. You know what I mean? So it's something to look forward to. After doing the boxing thing for so long, I guess you kind of get a little stale. But, the BKFC, this is definitely something new for me, and I'm excited. I'm ready to go, man. Definitely ready.
We're excited to see you fight, by the way. All right, because we have new fight fans, I know who you are, but we should talk a little bit about your background. I think I checked you've had 63 boxing bouts. So let's talk a little bit about that. Most of them have been by KO wins as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got 63 fights. I've been in there with some of the best fighters in the world. Some of the top guys. I've been in training camps with some of the guys. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. I fought Andre Ward, Andre Durrell, Fernando Guerrero, Jose Ustegi. I mean, the list goes on and on. I have a really big resume. Like I said, I've been in there with some of the best guys, man. So I've been around a while and I've been doing my thing. Yep.
Which fight in boxing are you the most proud of and why?
Well, you know what? One person I went over to Denmark. I went overseas and I beat like an undefeated guy that was like really, really popular and big out there. And I beat him, made the crowd get real quiet. I'm very excited, because from what I was told, a lot of times you go overseas, you don't get the win. They usually give it to the hometown guy. And I took care of business and I came out on top.
How do you prepare mentally for a fight?
Yeah, just staying away from people that's going to take you away from what your task is, as far as like, getting the job done in the fight. Just staying calm, of course, getting in the best shape of your life. You know what I mean? But really just having, positive vibes, keeping good people around you. Nobody's going to take you out of what your task is. You know what I mean? So I'm really good at that. Staying to myself and just, focusing on what I got to do. I just do my thing, stay away from the negativity.
Speaking of having supporting people around you, are you training with your same camp for Bare Knuckle FC?
Yeah. I'm still sparring with the same boxing stuff like that. I may get in there with a couple of MMA guys or two here and there. I got plans on working out with, I haven't got the opportunity to do it yet, but I'm going to work out with, Steve Colon.
Wow.
Steve Colon. Yeah, I'm going to start working with him a little bit, and have him showing me some of the technique. Cause I know it's different things that they might do in BKFC, as far as like from boxing, what I mean? So, I'm just a sponge. I got to learn it all.
I love that. That's so cool. Before we go today, Derrick, is there anything else you would like to add, sir?
Just be ready for me, man. I'm coming to make some noise. I really got plans on shaking up BKFC. You'll see. I'm gonna be fun to watch, and I'm coming to show up and show out. You guys are gonna love me, guaranteed. I'm knocking guys out. You're gonna see.
Well, we are ready to see you in the squared circle. All right, before we go today, I want to thank Kevin Smith from Smith Brothers for setting up this interview. Derrick, I'll be looking forward to seeing you fight in BKFC soon.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Huge thanks to Derrick Findley for taking the time to interview with me today. Help a girl out. Share this video, like, and please subscribe. Also, you can leave a comment below. I'm Susan Cingari for Bare Knuckle News, and remember, no one beats us to the punch.